So good day, everybody. It's my pleasure to say some greetings in remembrance of the discovery of the photovoltaic effect by Alexander Edmond Becquerel, who would celebrate this year his 200th anniversary. So my name is Andreas Bett, and I'm currently the director of the Fraunhofer Institute for Solar Energy Systems in Freiburg, in Germany. I'm working since more than 35 years in photovoltaics, and I'm really pleased to say some words about my experience in the photovoltaic area. Actually, I can tell you that Fraunhofer ISE will celebrate next year the 40th anniversary of the foundation of this institute, who deals about solar energy since 40 years. So I want to talk today about up and downs from my experience in the photovoltaics with a background view from Germany. So if I look back when the institute was founded 40 years ago, it was some kind visionary to talk about photovoltaics and see that photovoltaics will be in the future the energy source to provide energy and electricity for the mankind. In these early days, we received fundings because it was somehow an exotic, fancy technology, very expensive, and no one can expect that it's really of value in some years. So there was something very interesting research to increase the efficiency, to lower the cost, to look into first installations. But it was more or less purely science and scientific research. In 1986, there was an accident in Chernobyl when the nuclear power station burned and we have the nuclear exposure to the environment. So that brought a little bit more interest to photovoltaics, and we found or received more research money in these years. So that was a kind of up. So there were some first companies like Siemens Solar, Telefunken, who start to manufacturing module in a kind of industrial way. In the beginning of the 90s, there was a downside here in Germany because Siemens and other company left Germany and went to US. And we have a strong debate whether we should continue with research in photovoltaic because people tell it useless and helpless because industry left, so this is no future at all. However, the decision was that we received further funding, and that was great because a few years later, I would say there was an up because the companies came back and started again to manufacture in Germany and in Europe some modules. I think there was a great up in the end of the 90 years, beginning of 2000, when we had the first feed-in tariffs, which was established in Germany. That really brings up some gold rush times, I would say, for photovoltaics, because there was really interest to install more, to learn more, to make it more industrialized. That was really great days when Q-Cells, Solar World, and other companies in Europe came up, and there was a huge market installation in Germany. However, after an up, there will be a down again, and we see that there was a strong cut down from the year where we installed 7 gigawatts in Germany, in the year afterwards down to less than 2 gigawatts. So we were suffering somehow. And we realized that the manufacturing part went to China. Somehow that was a down for Europe, but it was an up for the whole PV community because worldwide together we could manage to bring down the cost for photovoltaics. And today I would say we are in a situation that we can provide the cheapest electricity by photovoltaics. So at the end, it's a full success story. And coming up to the up and downs, I would say we are currently in Europe in a phase of up again. I started 2 years ago the initiative which I named 10 gigawatt green fab manufacturing, with the aim to bring back the whole value chain to Europe. And this was a hard work to do, but today I see some light at the end of the tunnel. We really see some companies starting again to manufacturing also cells, and along the whole value chain, we will see that we will have back manufacturing in Europe, also due to the Green Deal effects which we currently see. So with that, I want to show at the end of my short speech a few slides which reflects the up and downs which we see here in Europe specifically. And I hope you can see now my slides. And I start actually with the ups in photovoltaics. And I think one clearly up is the global market. I started when I look back in the 1980s when the institute was really no big market. There was no interest more or less. Today, we see, considering the climate challenge, that we need photovoltaics. It will be the pillar. And that is why we will have a strong market growth on global scale. So what you see here, this is really an up. You see here for the last 10 years, starting point with some range in the accumulated capacity here, which is shown less than tens of gigawatts, which is nowadays more than 500 gigawatts. And if you look for the future, we will see very soon coming to the terawatt age. And in our perspectives, which you see here, we will end up in the range of 30 to 70 terawatts in 2050. So there is only one way, which is going up. However, we have also downs, and the downs are not always negative. I show here the well-known price experience curve. This is actually the trigger why we have an up in the market, the down in the price. And we all know this is very important, and it will continue with our research and following ideas which we have in the pocket still yet. So with that, I want to sum up. I would say photovoltaics is a great success story. We have different applications as it is shown here in the photographs. And I like to say a great thanks to Alexander Edmond Becquerel, who discovered that effect. We can be happy that he did that, and we celebrate this year his 200th birthday. And with that, I can only say cheers to all. Thank you.